Right, go. Hey guys, welcome back to Steadfast Courage. Appreciate you coming down, checking out the channel, stopping in and seeing what we got here for you today. Gizmo here today. I'm going to show you guys how to DIY your own weapon sling, much like the one you see here on this M4. This is actually a Bushmaster, but it's going to be similar to this weapon sling here. I created this one myself. It's a bungee a sling, but I'll show you this closer version of this one. It's going to be similar to this, but it'll be a padded adjustable sling. I plan on doing more of these DIY type videos for you guys, maybe some gear reviews, how to improve on the gear that you already have. But before we get into all that, I want to give a big shout out to Specialist Lee for what he's done with the channel. He's put out some really great content, some gun reviews, long range shooting. He's just done a phenomenal job here on Steadfast Courage, putting out great content for you guys. Big shout out to Specialist Lee for carrying the channel. I apologize for not being a bigger part of it. I'm going to continue and try to put out these videos for you guys here. More like DIY type stuff, gear reviews, things like that. Lee's got the gun parts pretty much covered. He's doing a phenomenal job there. And then also with Patreon, he set that up. You guys can go check that out. For you guys who put some change in there, it's helped us a lot. Just improve the quality of the videos. You can see that in the videos Lee's done. Also with the store, the Steadfast Courage store, he has a couple really nice t-shirts out there for you guys. Go ahead, check that out. With the store, I plan on drawing up a hand-drawn picture and just creating a really nice image, piece of artwork for you guys. Put it on a t-shirt and get it on the store for you guys to purchase. It's going to be a one-of-a-kind t-shirt. It's going to be really good. I'm going to draw it up. I got some sketches for that. But for today, we're going to do this DIY sling. I'm going to show you step by step how you can put this thing together yourself. It's not on store shelves yet, and it probably won't be. But it's going to be a great video. I hope you guys like these DIY videos that I'm going to do. Let me know if I can improve on them in any way. If you enjoy watching the DIY stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. Put those comments down. We read them. Lee reads them all the time. Get at us. Let us know what you guys think. Lee and I, we have some really great long-range shots we have set up for you here in the future. We plan on getting together and doing more tactical shooting type stuff, some moving targets, shooting steel, just different things like that, outdoor stuff. But really appreciate you guys, the subscribers who stuck with Steadfast Courage, holding us down, keeping us motivated to create more videos for you guys. We're going to get into making this sling here, make this thing happen, show you how you can create this thing at home. All right, here we go. Okay, so here's the close-up of the bungee sling that I've made before. It's made out of like rock climbing webbing. The tubular stuff has this spring-loaded cam that helps it to adjust, and then on the inside it has the bungee just running through the inside of the tubular webbing connecting up here. I really like these snap hooks. They're great. They don't come off. There's no way this thing's gonna come loose on you. And then some tri-glide plastic hardware here. I'm gonna show you and demonstrate how to put together a similar sling. It's gonna be the padded version, and this thing is really held up really well. It's been about a year and a half since I made it. Took it on deployment with me. It's just bomb proof. Made movements very comfortable, especially the bungee. So yeah, that's it. That's my old sling. This is the second one I've made. The one I'm making today will be the third version, and then at the end of the video I'll show you my original, the very first sling that I ever created. Let's get into this thing here. Okay, so this is the webbing I'm using. I really like this webbing. It's pretty cool. It's multicam, and as you can see, it's black on this side, and when you flip it, the pattern's exact opposite. So white, black, then it switches over. So this is really great. I like this webbing. It matches the OCP really well. I already made this piece some time ago. While I was on deployment, I created this. I had put it on here. It didn't really work out well. because once the bungee stretched out, it squished it up and it was just a mess. So after creating this, I figured what I needed to do is make a flat sling where this would be inside of it, and then that would rest on the shoulder and there wouldn't be any bunching up like it did with the bungee sling. So I already pre-marked where I'm going to cut here, and I have all these pieces. That's not being used. So the main piece is going to be this spring-loaded cam, and this is going to make the adjustments so the sling will slide in and out. That's the main key part. And then also these hooks. These are going to attach it to your weapon. The snap hooks, I really like these. I ordered them from, you can get all of this stuff from a company called Mil Spec Monkey. Makes some really good hardware, or he sells them. So you can use the plastic like I did with this one, the plastic hardware. It's alright, it's tough, it'll withstand any pressure put on it. But for this sling, I'm going to be using the steel ones. These are really nice, they're super thin and they're light. So these are light too, but this is way lighter and stronger. So that's basically what you need there. You need a pair of scissors and a lighter for the first step. So where's my mark? Okay, and the webbing here is 5 feet. It's 5 feet of webbing, 1-inch webbing. I just saw it here. Come on, Gizmo, get it together, man. Supposed to be making quality content. All right, here it is. So I already measured it, pre-measured it. And if you want to make this yourself, so it comes out to 25.5 inches to the mark where I'm going to cut. And then the rest of the sling measures out to be, this is the part that's going to extend over your shoulder. So this comes out to exactly 34.5 inches. Wait, I didn't have it lined up. Come on, man. Okay, so this measures out to 34 inches. Let's put it this way, that way you can see. So this part will attach here, and this part will attach up in the front. Make our cut. And then melt the end so it doesn't fray. Once you get this melted, just a quick little thing there so it doesn't ruin. Melt the other end. Alright, once you got both ends melted, you're ready to start. I believe, yeah, we'll put on this first. Put the snap hook on. Leave a little bit of room at the end here for minor adjustments after you have it set on the weapon. So, I'm going to weave the webbing through, maybe about 5 inches or so. Hey buddy, okay? Okay, and then we'll weave it back. And then once you get this all settled and adjusted to where you need it, you can wrap some good old duct tape around it and ensure that it doesn't come loose. So later on I'll fold this up, make my adjustments on it, and then wrap it with the duct tape to make sure it stays secure. This thing is not going to come loose at all. I don't care how much you go to the gym, you're not going to pull that thing off. So the next part will be putting on the spring-loaded cam. So there's like a little indentation on one end where you're going to feed the webbing through. This was kind of tricky. It took me like 3 or 4 times to get it right and then pass it back up. So it goes under the bottom, up and over the top, and then slide it through the locking mechanism. Okay, so this piece is essentially that piece right there. Okay, so that's that. We made that part. The next step in this is to make a thumb loop. So we're gonna fold this over, and you can lay it flat like this one I did. What I did was I laid it flat like this, but it's hard to get your thumb in there. And what I ended up doing was grabbing onto the tail here and pulling it, but it wasn't so ergonomic to get your thumb in there. So on this new one, I'm gonna make like a 1/2 inch or so rest underneath, and then that'll help hold the loop open to get your thumb in and cinch it down tighter. So for this part, you're going to need to sew this down, and I believe it was about 2 inches. So you got about 1 inch here. Got Milo in there crying. So about 1 inch there. So you're looking at 1 inch plus 2, so about 3 inches. So then you're going to fold it over. Let's do 4 inches. So that makes your 2. And then this piece is not even in play because it's folded down, giving you about 3 inches of loop. Where is it? So we're doing 4 inches. So 4 inches there. And then you're going to fold down that 1 inch. Yeah, okay. That don't seem right. So you got your 1 inch. So 3 inches, yeah. All right, we're doing 3 inches. Right about where that white piece is, folding it over. Okay, cool. So you have a 3-inch loop. And then we're going to sew it down right about here, creating that thumb loop to make your adjustments. And the string that I use, I already cut me a little piece and put it on a needle. The needle I like to use is a leather needle. It has like 3 sharp edges, so it's not like a round normal sewing needle. This one punches through just about anything. It's made for leather. And my line, the thread I use, I learned the best one is this fire line. It's for beading. It's actually, I think it was originally like fishing string, but it's 10 pounds, so 10 pounds of weight. What I like about it is it's like plastic, or I don't know what the fuck. So you can melt it and it's not going to break down over time like a regular thread would. Microfused braided bead thread, fire line. It's good shit. So we're going to sew this little dude down. What I like to do is I make like an X pattern. Where's a good example? Okay, so like this one has an X across. Kind of looks like an hourglass or a figure 8 or whatever. But that's what I like to use. It's a good stitch. So pretty much the hardest part about making this sling is the sewing. Everything else is kind of just putting it on the tri-glides and then making it fit all together. But the sewing part is what takes the longest, and it's the kind of just the hardest part overall. Once you get done with the sewing though, it's actually a piece of cake. Alright, so we got it tied off. And what's really cool about this fire line is since it's like synthetic material, you can just melt it and it makes it look really clean. So there we go. We have our pull tab now. Okay, we're gonna throw a little piece of 550 cord on here. I like this multi-cam 550 cord. It's pretty sweet, kind of looking like this here. So we got that in place. The next step is coffee. Gotta have the coffee. Next step is run your long end through your padded piece of material, like such. Hook up your other snap hook. Well, no, you gotta put on this first. Am I doing this right? I mean, you guys let me know if I'm doing this right or not in the comment down below. All right, there we go. And then just tighten it down like such. Real down and dirty. Yeah. Okay. Then again, you can always add or tighten this. Perfect. And then this comes through the cam. Then this is where you do your second bit of sewing or stitching this together to make one long piece. Okay, so now that I've got that sewed up right here, I'm going to burn off the end. Make it look nice and clean, get rid of that little string there. Okay, so that's it. You got your adjustment piece. So when you pull this, it loosens it so you can extend the sling. This piece here, all you need to do is make your adjustments, put the duct tape on it. Same on this end. Make your adjustments, size it to your weapon, and then put your duct tape on it. Go ahead and take this guy off. And that is it, you're done. After that, it's just pretty much sizing it to you and your weapon. Get everything nice and tight. Make it tight. Okay, so this is my old one, the old bungee. This is still probably my go-to sling here. I'm going to run this new one and see how well it does out in the field. I'm pretty sure you'll be seeing this in upcoming videos. Whenever I'm out shooting, I'll be using this one. So there it is. I think in the future, after I get this thing sized and everything, I will most likely, once I get it adjusted, I'm going to sew it down here and then sew it down here. That way this piece doesn't slide and move out of place. I would like it to stay nice and tight right up against my shoulder. I don't want it riding down like lower or on my back where I don't need it to be. So that's it. That's how you make a one-of-a-kind, most awesomest badass sling you ever seen. Right there, too easy. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, this is my second sling I made. And as you just saw just now, this is my third, new and improved here. tighten it down. So there's that one. And I'm going to show you now what I originally started with. The first sling I ever made is this bad Mamber Jamber right here. I made this for an AK-47. It is just a beast. So, alright, so like I said, this is the second one I made. This is a new and improved, most awesomest sling you ever did see. Coined that term, by the way. And this is the one that I had on my AK-47. I made it like about 10 years ago. Just a janky, shoddy looking thing, but it's a beast. It holds up to whatever you throw at it. It has that bungee in there. It was like, I think this came off like a Remington hunting sling or something like that. And then I put on the webbing. Just a massive amount of webbing that I don't need, taking up weight right here. And this crazy looking buckle snap at the end here. For you old school veterans out there, you let me know. You tell me what this guy came off of, and this is what started it all, was this adjustment here. This is what got me into making these types of slings and the adjustments for them. But this is the first one, the original that I made. I just got this, and I got this piece here, hooked it up to the front of the AK, did some real janky sewing onto the bungee here, some more real shoddy sewing on this end, and then I had another piece that hooked up around the AK where this clipped into it, and that was it. That was my number one sling right there for a long time. Came a long ways in my sewing, as you can see from where I started off. Milo, hey boy. Then I made this one. Same concept, same idea, just better hardware and a bungee. Went to deployment with this thing. Really great sling. It's gonna be with me for a long time still. And then now the new and improved, most best, awesomest sling you ever did see is this one. I'm gonna run this one. I'll let you know how it works, how I like it. If I need to do adjustments, I'll do that. But you will see this in upcoming videos. I'm sure. I'm definitely sure you'll be seeing more of this guy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you do make a sling like this, let me know if it works for you. If you have any questions on how to put it together or what have you, like the type of fire line, 10-pound fire line and stuff. But I hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit up Specialist Lee and I, and we'll keep these videos rolling out. All right, Gizmo out. Later. All right, that's a wrap.